when I was a freshman in high school, Yellowstone County was called the methamphetamine capital of the world. And, unfortunately, my father is missing most of his left arm because of a shooting up incident that went wrong. My dad's a biker, and first grade piece of shit, literally. Like, he's been on a parole violation since he was like 21 years old, and I've tried so hard to steer a different course and just be a good person and yada yada. It didn't really work out for me. I'm trying really hard not to incriminate myself in any way, but let me just say that, my dad being a methamphetamine batcher in a biker crowd just wasn't a great thing. So my biological mother died when I was 9, and my stepdad, her husband, went to prison for murder, and so I'm quite a bit different than the guys that you see on YouTube from Bozeman promoting Sitka. But there you go. There's some Sitka for you right there. You see that scar? Yeah, that's what happens when you get shanked by a beer bottle. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. That shit right there would have killed the lesser man. No jokes. You get stabbed in the lower forearm by a broken beer bottle, you're fucking dead, dude. Trust me. You ain't gonna fucking live. So, but if that ever happens to you, literally in 0.002 seconds, you need to end that person. And then take your belt off right away, put that shit around your arm, cinch it down as tight as possible, and dial 911. And then, is what happened to me is I ended up waking up in the ER and, blood transfusion. Lucky for me, I'm a universal donor, and so, man, they've been fucking hounding me and fucking hounding me and fucking hounding me. Like, they just will not leave me alone. They want my blood so bad. And I'm like, you guys are vampires. Leave me alone. Like, I do not like humanity enough to want to donate. I just don't. So anyways, yeah, that being said, that's how, alright, so I reach out to a different kind of crowd when I do the Daily Bread celiac session, and I'm gonna be really honest with you. I feel like Satan has been after me for a whole lot of years. Like, there's been so many things. Looking back on it, like, I'm so lucky to be alive. Just so damn lucky to be alive. Hey, nobody behind me here. I'm gonna get up here to the pull-off spot, and we'll do a Daily Bread episode. There you go. Ready? Like I said, my parents were absolute garbage. Complete garbage. It was so hard to learn right and wrong. In fact, I started in second grade. It was so hard for me to just kind of figure out school. So, here you go. Ready? It's like a deck of cards. So sometimes I open to the page and it's not the beginning. And so I'm not gonna read to you the Daily Bread section. Okay, it might be a little weird. I'm just gonna read to you the think part. And so if we were to go back a page just to kind of fill you in where it's at, I've done this a couple of times, you know, like this little book. If this is your first episode, this was my great grandfather's, and you know, he helped people with RCIA, Rite of Christian Initiation, Rite of RCIA. It might be RCAI, Rite of Christian Adult Initiation. Unfortunately, I don't actually know. And I had to do RCIA actually to become Catholic, because I wasn't adopted, or I wasn't baptized when I was born, or within my first 7 years, which is the age of reason. And then also, as hard as my biological parents tried to send me to church, they were both Catholic, but they were also both very, very afflicted. I don't even know how to describe it other than that. You know, their struggle against Satan was epic, and I'm pretty sure neither one of them actually made it. So, you know, I can say a lot of different things right now about that. I just want you to know that I truly do feel that evil, extreme wrong, purity, extreme right do exist. But that fine line is principality. What do all those Protestant piece of shit preachers that pretty much need to go to prison say? We battle not against right and wrong. We battle against principalities, right? It's the principle behind things. Do I hate this guy? Sure. Is he a fucking douchebag? Sure. Would I prefer to just grab him by the shoulders and headbutt him until he stops breathing? Sure. But do I not? Yes. Why? Because I believe in Christ, and I wrestle against principalities. One is evil, one is not. when you're dealing in the world with basic principles, you know, I've had a lot of different as a plumber, I've had a lot of different helpers, apprentices over the years, and there's been very few that really stood out to me as that person who lived within principalities, the principle behind things. It really honestly does not matter if you're achieving or not achieving, if you're trying to do right, if you're trying to achieve within the confines of goodness. There's a lot of people that get ahead not within that window. And I'm going to be honest with you, those are the fucking douchebags I don't want anything to do with. I really do not. And you know, how do you... I'm trying so hard to make a YouTube video that I can actually upload, that's not going to get erased, or that I'm not going to feel not connected to after the moment, you know. So, battling against principalities. The people who are eager to sacrifice correctness for moving forward. I'd rather not. I'd rather be 2 steps forward and 1 step behind.